The e-cigarette is like a tsunami. You cannot stop it, even with law. With the growing use of vape products among youth, the health of the future generation is at risk. Nicotine is one of the main ingredients found in vape products that causes addiction and harm to the developing brain. In hopes of creating change, we need to spread awareness regarding the danger of vape products. I know this because I watched an 11-year-old boy who is happy, gentle, and kind become bound by the chains of nicotine addiction. Now, 6 years later, depression and extreme anxiety rule over his life. This boy is my little brother. Over those 6 years, I watched as he slowly lost control of his impulses, mood, concentration, memory, and happiness. Watching his life be destroyed by nicotine is what led me to major in psychology. I will be discussing the extent of vape usage among youth, how it affects the brain, and what we can do to fix this problem. According to the CDC, nicotine is highly addictive and can cause harm to the adolescent brain development, which continues into the early mid-20s. Many people argue that the laws provided by the government are sufficient enough to protect youth from e-cigarette usage. Unfortunately, this is not the case. If the laws and regulations were working, we wouldn't have more than 3 million youth, 1 out of every 6 high school students, reporting that they used e-cigarettes in the past month. More than a quarter of youth in middle and high school have tried e-cigarettes, as stated by the Surgeon General 5 years ago, and those numbers have only increased. Psychoactive drugs are what I like to call tricksters. Nicotine is one of these tricksters because it is actually mimicking the same molecular form as a naturally occurring chemical in your brain called acetylcholine, which allows it to enter the brain. A powerful surge of dopamine, which is a reward chemical, is released, and this promotes addiction. With the overabundance of a psychoactive chemical, the brain compromises by producing, absorbing, or transmitting less dopamine, resulting in a chemical imbalance in the brain. When nicotine is not active in the brain, dopamine levels drop and drug dependency sets in. Youth will feel the need to keep using vape products to avoid these negative emotional and physical withdrawal symptoms. Youth addiction to nicotine is especially alarming because of its health concerns. BYU scholar Barrett H. Raymond explained that the examination of the toxicological profile of electronic cigarette solutions found that nicotine levels in these products can be dangerous. Severe poisonings can result in difficulty breathing, seizures, coma, and even death. Nicotine, which is often used as an insecticide in tobacco plants, impairs brain development, increases depression and anxiety. According to Dr. Lana Gordon, some of the brain changes from nicotine are permanent and can affect your mood, ability to control impulses, and ability to learn and concentrate. The growing epidemic of vape usage among youth is not yet out of our control. The laws and regulations we have set in place have shown to be of no help. It is our job to protect the future generation, our friends, our family members, our children. We should educate our youth by placing programs in school, providing them with the necessary knowledge regarding what they are placing in their bodies. We should take advantage of the social media world where youth spend most of their time. We should take every chance we can to spread awareness on the reality of vape products. Together, we can create a culture of morality and wellness. To conclude, the growing use of vape products among youth is fueled by nicotine addiction and unproductive laws. This nicotine addiction is destroying the mental health of youth. We can help this issue by spreading awareness. I dream of the day when I can see my brother set free from the chains of addiction, when I can see him happy.